show you some more Canada. You never know.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Mel's Room. We are live on location at MVC Comic-Con. And we've got set up over here, and I keep saying we. I'm going to mess up on the table right now, so I'm probably going to do a quick on my own here. Let me turn up light and see if that helps anything here. It's a little bit brighter. So I have Marvel United set up here. Now this is just a base game. There's a lot of expansion with this one. There's an unreal amount of expansion that you can get.
Good morning, folks.
That's all one, not even but I have everything here. I bought my copy of Walmart. So this is one that is kind of nice, easily available. Okay, so that's good to know. Sometimes just having a game kind of easily accessible is kind of nice. So this is one of them that definitely is. So with Marvel United, each box has 3 villains that you could play as. I have the game set up with Red Skull. I'm just going to show his character here. So this is Red Skull. The little miniatures that come with it are amazing. Of course, it would be way more amazing if I painted my minis. I'm not in the hobby of painting yet. When I retire, maybe, which is not for many, many years. But then, so the characters that villains we're not using is there's Taskmaster. They recommend you start with Red Skull, but there's Taskmaster that you can play with in this game. And there's also Ultron, which is another kind of bad guy you can defeat. Now this is a cooperative game that everybody kind of works together trying to compete, kind of work with each other trying to defeat the villain. So I'll put this aside. Now there's a lot of different characters that you can play as. So today I've decided I'm going to play as the Hulk. So I have his cards here, and then I have the little Hulk miniature as well, which looks so cool. He's like, honestly, the Hulk is probably my favorite character just out of the Avengers movie. They've done such a great job with that character. And then I also selected Iron Man, just because, again, I think they work so well with each other in the Avengers, how they kind of work with each other. But so this is Iron Man, and we're going to start at that location. Now, I'm not going to be using today Captain Marvel, but this is what Captain Marvel would look like. I'm also not going to be using
All right.
and then we're putting aside the Wasp. They're not going to be using these guys today. I just wanted to take a moment to show you how cool these guys are. I hope it's a little bit clearer than it's showing on my computer here. I am using the local Wi-Fi, so I know the sound wasn't great earlier. I don't know how it's doing now, but then we have Ant-Man, which I'm also not good looking. It's a coin. He's standing on a coin. I didn't realize this because he just hit. So that's super cool. And then there's also Captain America. Good old Captain America. And then we have the Captain America card. Do you like the look of the artwork in this game? I think like that neat cartoony is very, very cool. And these are the cards that we're going to put aside. We're going to put these characters aside so I don't actually decide to play with them. Alright, so that's put aside. And then one thing that's really cool is this game is quite straightforward. On the back of the rule book, you have the rule summary that kind of shows you how to play. And the thing that is interesting is this is a cooperative game, but your cards going to work off of each other as well. So it's always the villain's turn in this game. So depending on the villain that we're using, there's different missions to accomplish. So we've got 3 villains or missions that we have. So if we rescue all the civilians, we can unlock this one here. If we defeat all these thugs, then that would unlock as well. And if we clear threats, then that could unlock. We need to unlock 2 of these 3 before we can start attacking Red Skull. And then if we can defeat Red Skull, we win. Now, Red Skull also has fear track, and if he ever fills the fear track, then we lose the game. And there's a few ways that we can lose the game, unfortunately. Or, you know, so I got all my tokens off to the side here, so I didn't think of bringing little containers. Like, I have so many little containers at home, you think I would have thought of that, but I didn't. So there's that. I'm going to put my sound just to see how the sound is. How it sounds. It sounds not too bad to me. I'm hoping it's coming across just as well. So every character would then shuffle their deck. So I'm shuffling this one here. And I'm going to shuffle Iron Man as well. Now, one thing I want to point out, this game probably requires more table than I have available here. So I've set it up best that I could. We have the middle board here. We have the 6 different locations. There's 8 locations randomly. Then we have kind of a threat card at each location that gets picked up. This one here, just to kind of show you what one looks like. So this is subversion. So discard all the villains and bystanders. Are they bystanders? Oh, civilians. From this location and advance the fear track by the number of tokens discarded this way. So, oh, because they have things here. You may rescue a civilian from this location. So that's end of turn. So you may move it to any other location. So we have some end of turn things on here as well. I've played this game once before. I was trying to watch the story a little bit. We have Red Skull over here, and we have the our characters. We're set up on the opposite end. It always starts with a villain card, so you're going to put a villain card, and you build kind of the cards around the track. The superhero cards are going to be working off of it. We have this card here. So he moves by 2, and there's a bam. And then let's just see how that works. So move clockwise this number of locations. So add 1 master plan card to the storyline. What is that? I'm gonna have a bit of a learn as we go, unfortunately. So draw the top card. Done. Draw the top. Okay. Oh, this is the storylines.
All right, folks, that was the
That's
time
what
of the day. It's the hour on the hour. Our costume contest just commenced.
Put them facing
The winner of our round today is going to be number 94629
this way.
This lovely crown, you will be Queen or King of the Villa Dog Armory. The number 8.
And then we're going to do the bam.
Four.
Bam. And then each character, that depending on the character you play with, have their own bam. So for this one, we deal 1 damage to each hero in Red Skull's location and increase the fear track by 2. So there's no hero at that location, so we don't have to take any damage. I'm assuming we still increase the fear track by 2. So the fear track is now at 2. If we reach 20, the game's lost. So we're trying to avoid getting too many fears in our fear track. And then we add thugs and villains. So based on what this one is, he's just adding a lot of thugs. There's no civilian in this one, so we're just adding bad guys. So I have the bad guy token over here. He's adding 2 on his location. So there's, I think if it's full, it's full. I hope if it's full, it's full. And then you double check now. What happens if it's full? Because each card has kind of like show how many can you add. But let's see what it says. So, add the indicated thug and or civilian token to the location and goes around it. Central location on the card represents where the villain is about by.
My son just drew that thing in my
At each location first place the card tokens, but then the card there's not enough empty spots available. Check this on the villain dashboard. happen. So if there's not enough room, which I'm about to add two here, I added one that filled it up. So now we need to look at how the overflow is going to work. And then this one is if a civilian or a thug token can't be added to a location, you increase the fear tracker by 1 for each token you couldn't add. So that's not going great for us so far. So we've increased our fear token by 1 more instead. And then we're getting more thugs. So we have a thug over here, and we have a thug over here. Well, that's going less than ideal. We're all full here. We're all full here.
All right.
Slightly really, not because the good thing about it, lots of thugs over here, but we have all of our heroes over there, so we could maybe, hopefully, get rid of some of that. And actually, it is our hero's turn. So it's always the villain's turn, and then you do 3 heroes' turn, and then the villain's turn, and then 3 heroes' turn. So we're a 2-player game that I'm simulating here. So we're going to do 1 hero, the other, and then the turn. Now we have some start here. Getting our cards here when we're doing the setup. So that was number 8, which plays off 3 cards in the top of it. So I'm going to start with. And I get 3 cards, and let's have a look at what we got. And then we have some tokens here, some icons. So the green arrow is a move. This one allows us to move. The punch is deal a damage, so we can get rid of one of the thugs. And then we have this icon here. You can see that. This one is just resolve any action. It's a wild. You can do whatever you want with it. And then I have another move. Now, some of them have abilities as well. So I have a Hulk Smash as well. With this one, I can deal 1 damage to everything else in this location and discard all the civilian here. Now, is that rescue or just discard? I think it's discard. I don't think we're rescuing here, so I'm not sure if I want to do this here. Yeah. And I do believe that we have. So, we're doing
Right,
our
friends, that's turning of the hour. We have a new campus going live. We have 40 years of D&D.
Now, when we deal 1 damage, we have a choice in the active hero location. If attacked with us, it is eliminated upon a stop damage. So, I can give some damage, and then I can move. And I think that's what I'll do. So I'll add Hulk here. I'm going to deal with damage, so I will get rid of one of the thugs. It goes here, and each hero immediately draws a card. I get another card. I'm going to get another card as well. So that's good. So we each got some more cards here. That's the end of that. Now I can still move. Now, and I can move to a different location. I don't have to go clockwise. I don't want to, so I'm going to move this one over here. So I'm at that location now. And that was Hawk's turn. So now we're going to be doing Captain America and Iron Man. And he's got 4 cards now. I should have had 4 cards. So what can we do? Now you've got Stark Resources. You could distribute 2 tokens from the pool among any number of heroes, because you can hunt, right? So this one allows you to give out some tokens. This one, distribute 2 attack tokens from the pool among any number of heroes, but it just gives me a move icon. I think I'm going to activate my wild to give me 2 wild action that I can do. I'm going to put this one here, and I'm going to remove 2 more thugs. And let's get rid of this. All right. Let me have this on here. I think maybe this is the only one we activated. Did we drop that? Did I drop that? No idea. I'm going to have to double check on that a little bit. Yes. Okay. So let's check how it works. Because we have this on here. So first you draw a card. Oh, you draw a card to begin with. Whoops. So you draw a card, then you play a card, add it to the storyline. This is the storyline. Now, one thing I forgot to mention is he also gets to activate the previous one. So he's removed 2 tokens. He can do another attack, which is very helpful in this case since there's nothing else to attack. But you know what? Maybe I will do the other attack instead. So that still gives me a 1. And with this wild, I'm going to rescue a civilian. And then this has been cleared, and then I'm going to move. I'm going to move over this hero. And I'm with Red Skull now, so that's not an ideal situation. But I just want to be able to start clearing out that card if I can. There's also cards below. This one also has another villain that is
Everybody on your way out, you can do our survey first.
Okay, so we have done this. Resolve any special effect on your card, spend any action token that you have. We haven't handed any of those yet. Then you do the location effect. You may resolve invisible end of turn. Also, the end of turn is not visible until that's pretty clear. That's good to know. We're not having those just yet. Perfect. All right. Then hero damage. So we haven't taken any hero damage, but if we were, you discard a card from your hand to the bottom of the deck for damage suffered. If you're knocked out, if you discard the last card in your hand, then you lay your hero down and you activate the villain's bam. So you don't want to get knocked out. Next turn, you can stand back up and draw back to cards if you ever get knocked out. We win if you remove all the health tokens from the villain. Let's complete 2 out of the 3 missions. But you know, like, for defeat the thug, we're like a third of the way through here. So I'm pretty pleased with how this is going. We're not in a bad situation. Now, we've done 2 superhero turns, and we get to do 1 more because it's 3 superhero turns. So I draw a card. I always draw a card first. Where am I? I'm over here. Yeah. I think we're going to do this one. Because you always get to activate the previous one. So I'm going to have 2 wild actions. I'm going to resolve and send one of the civilians back. So that is good. And then for my 2 wild action, I'm going to defeat one of these guys and do another civilian. So we're about halfway with defeating the thugs. And we've got rescued 3 out of the 9 civilians. And then this has been cleared up as well, so that's not bad. Discard this location. Okay, so that's okay. And then I've activated these. So that's the end of Hulk's turn, and we'll go back to the villain's turn. So for the villain turns, this one it's Red Skull. Oh, he's attacking a bunch of civilians. So that's he moved by 3. So 1, 2, 3. He's now at the shield helicarrier. That's not good. We don't want him there. Madam Hydra is also at this location here, and he has a bunch of civilians. Now there is this icon over here that's promoted on the card, which is like a target icon. So what the target icon is, you trigger the effect on the final location. Located here, you trigger this effect. It's going to do bam, stop. First, let's distribute our civilians. No, I'm going to grab the civilian token to have that my little bag here. 2's going to go here. Oh, great. 1 civilian goes here. I'm not able to put the second one to this move forward on the fear tracker, which is not ideal. This one's over here. I'll take another one now. So it has a civilian here. And then over here we have another civilian that gets added to this location as well. So this is what we've got going on. At least we've only added 1 to it here so far. Now we're activating this, and it's bam. So it says deal 1 damage to each hero in this location. Any hero can prevent this effect by taking a crisis token. So nobody's over here, so that's not going to affect us. But we are increasing our fear track by another 2. So this isn't great. But yeah, so that was Red Skull's turn. We're back to the good guy's turn. Oh, so Iron Man's gonna go. He's gonna draw a card, and then we have these power recharge. You may draw cards until you have 3 in your hand. Well, I have 4 now, so I'm not gonna do that yet. And we had advanced combat analysis. I could give out 2 attack tokens, which will allow Hulk to have extra attack on his round. And then that could be moved. If you want to move, I would like to get rid of those guys over there. I have some guys to deal with. I could do this one. Yeah, do this one. This isn't bad. So I can distribute 2 movement tokens. And I think I'll give it to Hulk next. There's not lots going on where he's at, so it'd be good to move him. And I can do 1 attack. So I'm going to do an attack and get rid of the thug here. So we have more than halfway up here now. So that's good. So that is added over here. And this card there. Okay, so got this done here. We're doing boy. It's not bad. Oh, and I am giving movement token. So we have extra tokens that I am giving. So he has a couple of extra movement that you can activate anytime when he wants. And then it is folks' turns. So card. Smash, deal a lot of damage, everything else on this location, but hardly anything there. We probably don't do that yet. I like this one with the double attack, but I like it for not over here. So I'm going to spend those 2 movement tokens. I am going to relocate at this location. We're going to do the double smash. And actually, I'm activating this one, so I'm doing 3 attacks, which unfortunately it's more than what we need. I'm going to put these ones here. We'll almost have this one filled. That was exactly good. There's the extra one activated. That was awesome movement. And we're back to Iron Man because we do 3 good guys. I'm doing 3 movement. And, I like this. We'll do this. Because he is rescuing 2 of these guys, so that's good. We're going to get rid of 2 of these good guys. There's 2 punch from before, so we're going to spend that. We're almost defeated all the punch that we need to. Mission, because we activate the previous ones as well. So that was a really good time. That was it for good guys, and then we go back to the villain here. So he doesn't move at all, but he does bam. And bam adds 2 to our fear token, to our fear tracker, which is good, and it deals damage to each hero's in red called location. Nobody's here, so they're not to good. At least there's that going on. He's just mad at this lady. Also. Excuse me. Okay, so now back to Hulk. I'm going to draw another card. And where is it? It's like, great, I got lots of attacks. We could do this, but Hulk's still in here. We don't want to do lots of attacks. So I'm going to do this. So it's a wild. I'm going to use my wild to rescue a civilian here. I'm going to activate the previous superhero card, which is another secure 2 more civilians. So we're going to get rid of 2 more civilians. And this card has been, what does this one do? Each requires 2 damage to defeat. I wasn't defeating that one. But I think there was one before, so I wouldn't have defeated both. I would have defeated one. There's no that one there. Defeat the card. It affects these cards differently. We've almost got these 2. You know what? It's possible. I'm doing a couple of rolls incorrectly. Like I said, I have to take some of those time. And I didn't have the time to fully brush up the okay, so, and you can see, like, this is how we have this one saying this table's a little small for what we're doing here. We just finished doing the contest, the costume contest that's happening out in the parking lot. You guys see the costumes in the parking lot. We're live at Comic-Con, so lots of costumes going on. And that's really good. Alright, back to my game. So, what's happening here? Iron Man. I'm going to draw the card. Where's the wheels to move? Okay, so I can move by 1. Oh, hold on. I have these big guys either. How am I going to do it? It says heroes starting their turn in this location take 1 critical token. That does not sound like a good thing. What is critical token? Let's have a look. So the critical tokens are exclamation mark. And what do they do? That sounds like a nasty So 0 damage. So you discard 1 card from your hand at the bottom of the deck. So right. Per damage suffered. Knock out and then discard. Play heroes. The next turn is then back. Alright. What does the critical token do? What does the critical token do then? This one. There you go. Try. Because this one it gives a critical token, and that seems like
Crisis
it.
token. Crisis token. Yeah, it's crisis token.
Oh, sorry, crisis token. This one.
I don't know what they do.
No.
I think they like cost you
Because the
something
first time
extra.
I played this, Travis was the one who taught me this thing.
Pirates? Really?
Yeah, long time ago, right?
Must have been.
I know. Trouble last time he's. Oh, there it is. Crisis tokens. They're used by certain villains to represent their various nefarious influence. Simply use them as described by the text on the card and dashboard. Some of them will tell you how crisis enters play. Okay, so you just have a crisis token. Eventually, that'll be that.
They're for your kids, those tokens.
Oh, okay,
Or,
perfect.
like, maybe you can win a prize. Maybe you can win a board game.
All right, there you go. Okay, so I have a crisis token. Not great. But what was I doing? I wanted to move. I'll stay here. I'll just attack to this one. That seems bad that they're doing that. And this is their health token. Then you can remove from the location. And I will remove that. I get attacked again. Another thing I'll do. I will attack them by 2. And that's removed from that character. Alright. I didn't move. Didn't do much. By 2, but still not bad. We get to go one more time with pop. Go to our card. These cards will take time. Oh, he's gonna attack hard. Okay, I'm gonna do this because it is taking 2 hits to remove it. We've almost got all the cards we need. Do another action. And I will go over here. And that's where I'm ending. Oh, those guys are there. That works. Crossbones. So it deals 2 damage to each hero at this location. Any hero can prevent this effect by taking 2 crisis tokens. Which I don't know if it's going to do this. This one there's a ban action, so he would activate the ban action. Hopefully there's no ban action. We are going to Sailor's turn. So there's a bam. When he goes over here, he adds, oh no, okay, because BAM increases by 2, I can't add 1 here, we're full, so that's going to add another 1 to the 2 token, so we're halfway dead, I guess. Okay, and then he adds a bunch of civilians to the board, so he's taking it here for this one because it's full, he's going to add 2 over here, and another one on the side. And then let's just fall, that's not great. Okay, so it's BAM. Now, this BAM is up, and it deals 2 damage to each hero at this location. So Hawk is at this location. I would have to discard 2 cards. I'm gonna. Oh, what do I want to do? Okay, I'm going to discard these 2. They go to the bottom. Yeah. Now, if I had only 2 cards, I would have gone not. It's not a deal. So that's the BAM. There's the BAM here. It deals 1 damage for each 2 notifications. There's nobody. And it's back to card. So we have 4 cards to pick from. What do we want to do? We want to the people. There's on. I'm looking over here like this is Iron Man. This is not Iron Man. He's over there. He wants to move. There's nothing going on here. Oh man. Okay, I should take the 2 attacks. We get 2 attacks, so we can defeat all of this. This goes away. So when I started my turn, so I had I did get 2 crisis tokens in here. That defeated that, so then that's no longer That's needed. That's no longer going to affect it anymore. I think. Yeah. Now, at the end of the term over at that location now, you may describe or discard one villain from any location. So it just allows you to get and become drugs and street right up to that. And I think that now that that location has been defeated, we can clear the trust to put one of those tokens here. So, we got one done. That's pretty nice. And we're gonna, I think that's probably supposed to be on the board to be a link, but perfect. I'm adding it here, so we cleared one. That's great. Put it right over here. Perfect. So I'm going to stop this here just because it's kind of going around. It's kind of up in the air for use, but I think this gives us a pretty good example of how Marvel United works. It's very interesting co-op game with the mission, and then the fact that you can change the mission every time you play it changes the game a little bit. The locations are different, the cards at the locations are different. It's a very variable game. And you can play with the different superheroes every time as well, so that's pretty cool also. So we're gonna leave it at that for this game. I need to check up. They're about to do a panel that I wanted to catch. Our next live playthrough is gonna be Marvel Dice Throne, which is probably, well, Dice Throne is like one of my most favorite games of all time. You should tune in for that. It's cool games, super cool looking games. And yeah, so if you played Marvel United, let me know what you think. If you haven't played Marvel United and this was your first take of it, let me know what you thought of it and which superhero you would have played as. Thanks so much for tuning in. Bye, everybody.
Okay. He said his sight set